Hi everyone, welcome to Beyond Decadent Planning with Erin. Today we are going to be planning for my first family pay in, oh my goodness, I was going to say May, but we're in October. Yeah, that's, as you can tell by now if you've watched my videos, sometimes I'm a little scattered, so we're just going to have to adapt and realize that we are now in October and it is going to be Halloween soon. So lots of craziness going on in my world. We're heavily into sports. And so my mind is a little scattered. So I will try and be a little better at planning throughout this week. Okay, so I'm going to focus now. But we have $1,125 to plan for this week, or this 2 weeks. So for any of you who are just joining us, I use a zero-based cash budgeting system where all of my discretionary money is taken out of my bank account and then stuffed into cash envelopes. So that way I get a really good handle on my spending, and I'm only spending what I've specifically designated in that category. All the money for my bills actually stay in my account because they're automatically withdrawn, but I just take them into account when I'm determining how much discretionary spending I have for the week. So let's get to it. So on this page, this is a page I made myself just with Excel, so nothing super fancy. And then I printed it off in a format that would fit in my planner. If you're just joining me and this is your first video, I also do videos on decorative planning. So feel free to go and check some of those out, but I just find it super handy to keep track of all of my things in my planner, and that way everything is in one spot. So let's get to it. So I'm going to put 1125 because that's our total, and then as I allocate, I will minus it from the calculator so I know how much I have left. This is a little bit bigger amount than I normally have because I'm actually getting a carbon rebate tax or carbon rebate amount back from the government for $450. So that is taken into account. Otherwise, I would only have about $700 to spend this week. So very, very thankful for that. So you'll see I plan on putting a little bit in all of my accounts this week, even if it's only $5, just to take advantage of that amount. Okay. So gas this week, this is an amount that I do the same every single pay. My husband and I both have vehicles, and so and this amount needs to last us for 2 weeks. I don't know about you guys in the States or in other countries, but gas here in Canada is astronomical. I think we're at about $1.40 a liter, which is ridiculous. So it typically takes about, I think $80 to fill my tank. So anyways, whichever of us between my husband and I, who's doing the most driving, we get 75, and then the other one who's doing less driving gets 50. So let's go ahead and minus out that amount. So that leaves us with $1,000. Entertainment. So I'm going to put a little bit of money into my entertainment, and only because it is Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend, and so I just want to have a little bit of a buffer. We're actually going over to my parents' place for Thanksgiving dinner, so I don't have to buy a lot of things, although it's my responsibility to make pie, and I'm gonna try out a couple different ones. I think pumpkin I've made before, apple I've made before, but I'm gonna try a new recipe, and then I'm gonna try pumpkin pie or pecan pie for the first time ever, which I love pecan pie. I've never made it before, so we'll see how this goes. But anyways, I just wanted a little buffer in there in case we need it for something. Also, because it's Thanksgiving and apparently I need to buy a whole bunch of things for pie, I am going to up my amount for groceries to $500. And so I realized I forgot to minus out the 20. Probably could have just done 520, but we'll do each of them individually. Restaurants, we're having a pretty big meal out at my mom's, so I don't think we'll put any extra in restaurants. We'll just do our typical 50. Subscription. So this one, I don't really spend this one. So this is actually for things like Netflix, what else? Amazon Prime, those types of things. So I typically do about $40 a month. And then I put it onto my credit card at the end of the month so that when my bills do come out the month after, I've already put the money on the credit card. So this is kind of like a sinking fund for me, or an envelope that I save up for until the end of the month. So I don't actually ever spend the money. I'll just take it and move it. Household. You know, I'm running out of hand soap, so I think I'm going to have to get some of that. So we're going to put 20 in household. Just so I have enough to buy that. Medical, I have a big bill coming out, so we're gonna put 100. And for those of you who don't know, so I because I do live in Canada, my family has 4 people in it, including myself. But healthcare in Canada is free, which is fantastic, or we pay for it through our taxes, which is the same thing. But we do have to pay for prescriptions, perimedical, like massages, chiropractor, that kind of stuff. Thankfully, I have a really amazing job that has fantastic benefits. So it lets me put a lot of those costs in there, but it only pays about 80% of the generic for medication. So I do have to pay some out of pocket. Now I have lost track of if I actually minus that. I'm sure those of you who are watching are going, Erin, what are you doing? So I just need to start again. There we go. Okay, I had minused it. What else what are the other big purchases? Vacation, I'm always trying to put a big amount in there because we are going for a trip in November to the States to see my husband's family. So everyone is pretty excited about that. And then, sports. Sports is a big one. So I've got 270. I think I want to do most of that in sports. I have a bunch of cash calls. So that's things that it's an amount of money you give to the team for like tournament registration, stuff like that, just so that they collect all the money and then they can do things. So both my kids are heavily into hockey, and so we need to be able to pay the cash call. So I think I'm going to put most of that in there. I don't know how much though. I think I'm going to do $5 in all the other ones. And let's see where that takes us. Okay, and then we'll put 230 in there. I don't know why I bother putting the little dollar signs. I know it is a dollar amount, but that is okay. Okay, so let me just add all that up, making sure. 25, 20, 500, 50. I'm going to do double up here, 40, 100, 10, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Perfect. 11.25. Done. Okay. And then now what I need to do is, because I put all this in cash envelopes and because I am doing a bi-weekly amount, I need to make sure I can spend, at least for these ones up here, that I'm able to split them into 2 weeks. So for, like I said, for the gas, one of us gets 75, one of us gets 50. So I want to make sure that we have 2 50s, a 20, and a 5, and that equals 125. Entertainment, we'll just do a 20. Groceries, again, that's for 2 weeks, so 250. So we will do 4 and 2. Restaurants, I will split this up a little bit. 20 for that, 20 for that. Medical, we'll just do 100. And then for all these 5s, makes it pretty easy just to put a $5 bill. Okay, and we'll do a 20 for vacation, and then a 30, a 20, and 200s. Okay, so let's make sure that that actually equals up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 and 7. There we go. And I am done. Thanks so much for joining me for planning out my discretionary funds. So my next video, will be me withdrawing the money. I think I typically do a little short on cash counting. But yeah, and then we'll actually do the envelope stuffing next. Okay, well, thanks everyone. I hope you have an amazing day. If you like this video, please hit that like button. I always welcome comments, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. Thanks so much. Have a great day.